Today we are going to be talking about topographic maps. I'll leave you the link here, but this is a bit complicated, so here we go. So basically, what is topographic map? They show the shape and elevation of the land, okay? And so this is what you want to write down. They also show man-made features such as road developments and trails, but the most important part of a topographic map is showing the elevation and shape of the land. So we will look at that here next. So basically, what do we have here? You can see this is what it would look like from the side. You have like a small hill and a little bit larger mountain. And what you can see is you have contour lines. This would be an index line, but these are contour lines. So this is 100 feet. Now it goes up to 200 feet, 300 feet, 400 feet. Peak is 500 feet. Okay, same thing. You don't see it here, but it is the same as here. So this would have to be 200, 300, 400, right? 500. Oh, wait a second. Now it keeps going up. So the idea here is this is higher by about 100 feet. So what do you got here? We got forest, road, trail. Okay, but again, what you have is an index line. This shows basically the index lines show the actual how many feet it is, and then it goes up, and so each one going up. Now, the closer they are together, okay, the steeper it is. We'll look at that here in a minute. So contour lines. Topographic maps use contour lines to show elevation and land shape. Contour line is a line on a map that connects places of equal elevation. So as you can see, this is a contour line starting at 0. It is sea level. This is below sea level. This would be above sea level, right? Now here, lowest, the index line here is same as the contour line, but it's called index because you can see the number. You can see it goes up 1,500, right? So 1,500, okay, to 2,000. Now, well, you can count. There's 4 in between, right? So that would mean 1,600, 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, 2,000. Okay, and so each one represents a difference of a certain amount of feet. You just have to kind of figure out what it is. Okay, so again, it kind of gives you an idea. Now, 1,500. The line stops. But what you do know, this one is 1,600. So if you follow it around, right? Oh, this is all 1,600, right? So this is down here, right? If this went down to that, right? This is in between, right? 16, okay, and this is 16, so it's not quite 1,500. It's probably like 1,550 or something like that. Then it goes back up to 16, right? 16, 17, 18, 1,900, 2,000. You want to write these down. Contour interval is the difference in elevation between two consecutive contour lines. And then index contour, a contour line that is numbered with elevation, which I just talked about, right? Index line, 700. Index line, 800, right? Contour interval, right? Here, it's wide, right? And so this wouldn't be very steep. This right here is close, meaning it would be steeper, okay? But you have all these lines in between, right? So basically what you have is contour line, contour line, contour line, contour line, okay? And then 800. How many do you have in between, right? So it'd be, let's figure it out, okay? We have 4 lines in between, right? So it has to be, so areas, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 areas between 700 and 800. Well, if you take 100 divided by 5, you got 20. So this would be 720, right? 740, 760, 780, 800. Okay, so that's how you figure out what each one of these are. Okay, you can basically see here that they do it as well for you, right? This is 4,000. Okay, 4,000 right here. This is 4,400, right? And so you would have to, there's 10 lines in between, right? So 400 divided by 10 equals 40 feet. So each one of these is 40 feet. Okay, I'm not going to do this for you, but I think I'm sure you can figure this out. There's 3, okay, in between. Okay, 3 areas, 1, 2, 3. Okay, how much would it be? 33.33 feet. All right, so how topographic maps are made, right? The land is surveyed to find the elevation of the land. A contour interval is chosen based on how steep the land is. Lines are drawn connecting places with equal elevation. This is very steep land. This is not steep because it's very far apart. So again, steep, not steep, okay? Steep, not steep, okay? Contour lines never cross. As you can see, this goes all the way around. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Then you got 20, 20, 20, 20. A 10 and a 20 should never touch, right? Because they're 2 elevations. We just talked about that. I don't need to do that again. Yeah, I just talked about that, so we don't need to do that again. Take a look at this. You want to write this down. Interpreting land shape, right? Contour lines that are spaced close together, which I talked about here, right, is steep land. Okay, elevation is increasing over a short distance. Contour lines that are spaced far apart, okay, show land is not steep. Elevation isn't changing much in given distance. Gentle slope, steep. Okay, and you can see, look, this is the top from the air looking down. This is from the side looking straight at it. So you can see steep, right? Steep, gradual slope, steep slope. So again, this is what it looked like from the side. This is what it would look like from the top. Okay, it goes up very steep, 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 steep. So again, you can barely even see the lines, right? But this is gradual over here. Gradual, 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 steep, steep. Here, again, you see 2 mounds, right? With like a valley in between. With the posts, you see the posts. They're going right through that little valley. And again, you have a mound here. You have a mound here. So it matches this area. Again, here, okay, this one it is like a river, right? Or like a valley as well. And you can see that you have this where like water would flow in, and you can see which direction of, actually I'll show you this in here in a minute. What is the direction of the water? Is it going this way or is it going this way? So here we go. So what you can see from here, this gives you a really good example, right? This is all steep, so it's very close here, right? You've got a road, which is here, right? And you can see the road that goes here. Road goes here, and this road curves. This road curves, okay? And so you got a little town, which is right here. You got a river, which is basically right here, okay? Now, you'll see you got these little rivers going out in from here, right? And they accumulate water and then they comes down. Now you'll see that the arrow points up, right? And you see these contour lines that go up a little bit. Contour line goes up a little bit, but the water has to flow down, right? Water flows down. So whenever you see a point, okay, with a river, it goes in the opposite direction of the arrow. Okay, so arrow is going up, meaning the water flows this way. Arrow is going up, meaning the water flows down. Okay, so that's how you remember it. Okay, if there's an arrow pointing in that direction, it means the water goes in the opposite direction. Okay, so as you can tell, right, this would be all flat land, right? This is flat land. Obviously, you are surrounded by mountains, right? I mean, these are all mountains. Now, this is basically what you're looking at here. This is B, right? This is where, and you're looking at A. So there's going to be a picture that shows right here. You are here and you're faced this direction. Okay, so ready? Okay, there you are. You are looking at this mountain here. This mountain is this right here. So basically it is showing B looking at A, okay, and A is basically right about here, okay, and so you can basically see what it would look like, okay, on here. Flat land right here, okay, that would be this right here, and then it starts shooting right up, right there. All right, mountains and depressions. Contour lines form close circles around mountain peaks. An area of depression is indicated with hash marks pointing in on the circle. This indicates elevation is going down. So this right here, right? Imagine Death Valley, right? It's under the sea level, right? It would basically look like this, meaning it's going inward, right? It's going down inland. So here, right, it goes up, 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 but then it goes down into the volcano, right? So you would start to see these lines going back down inside. Because if it didn't have these, well, then it would look like what? It would look like it's going up from the top, but it's not going up. You want to write this down, rivers, right? Because rivers erode the land. The area beside the river has lower elevation than the line around it. This appears as the deep in the contour lines. The point of the dip always points upstream or uphill, right? Upstream, okay? It points up, meaning the flow of the water goes back, okay? So the flow of the water is going this direction, okay? Out towards the sea, or out towards a river, okay? So it's pointing up. Okay, that's upstream, okay, but the water is flowing down. And again, you can kind of see, look how it's like going down. Same thing here, right? Very steep, okay, and then the river is going to flow out. All right, here's a profile, right? Kind of what I've already showed you before. You got two mounds, one's higher than the other, right? And you basically see that 10 doesn't touch any of these other lines, right? Okay, 10 goes around. Then 20 goes around as well, right? And then it goes to 30, right? But you got two mounds right here that are separate. So again, 30 is not going to touch 30 over here because again, that's what you do. That is it, folks. We're going to be doing one of these ourselves, and then you have an actual test. You know me, I rarely give tests, but this one, you're going to have a test on one of these contour. You're going to make a contour map yourself. So, but we will get to that after some practice. Thanks so much.